NDLEA beefs up security around their facility. Having understood anything is possible. Abba Kyari's case is a high-profile one which involves several top police officers. Of course, he would likely mention names while being interrogated. He's certainly not alone in this deal or its type. Apart from his boys, who he still controls despite being suspended, there are top people in and outside the police force that might be involved based on reports that are coming out. Rather than being taken by surprise, the NDLEA are doing the right thing. This is about another force in the country. Invasion of the agency is very possible. Visitors have been barred from the agency premises since 3:30 p.m. That was some days ago, according to the reports. And still, based on the same report, it was done on the orders of the agency's commander, former governor of Lagos State and retired military general, Brigadier General Buba Mawa. You know that man, they said, is a man of integrity. According to a source, the NDLEA intends to push the matter to its natural conclusion, especially because some have accused the agency of just carrying out an agenda to discredit the police by bringing solely its personnel implicated in the drug sale to the trial. They are well aware that it is untrue. According to one of them, it said, "Our boss has recently begun a purification process, cleaning the agency from top to bottom." That is, something has been happening in the background. That is precisely what happened, leading to the discovery of Abba Kyari's shady agreement. Okay, if not for the purification, these things have been going on and on and on and on. He said if it hadn't been for this, the deal would have been thrown under the rug. So it's usual that it's been thrown under the rug before. And the suspect would have gone their separate ways and sold the cocaine and ate the money. He said, so this time, we are not going to let anyone ruin our hard-won reputation, the person stated. As you can see, based on this claim, you can see that certain wrong ills are going on in this body for a long while. This is just the time they choose to, or maybe we don't know. Now, I'm still wondering what was wrong with the report of the DIG Joseph Ebunike's team. You know, this team investigated Abba Kyari. The Police Service Commission, or I don't know whether it's the IGP that rejected it. And we were not told why they rejected it and why it appears there is a deliberate move to stop Abba Kyari from being extradited to the United States on the demands of the FBI to answer to the accusation against him. We had the IG talking about Abba Kyari's achievements in the police force. Now I begin to wonder if one's achievement makes them immune from prosecution for when they commit a crime or when they commit crimes, because these are strange of them. You know, there are many. We are talking about the Abba Kyari, the drug. Who knows some other things that will come out if they will allow it to come out? And the most annoying thing was that despite all of this, Abba Kyari was still allowed by same police force to still control his unit. He still controls his unit. He is under suspension, and his unit has been given to one Tunji Disu. Despite the suspension, Abba Kyari was still controlling this unit. What a rot in a force. And no wonder you hear people like Reno Mokri demanding the sack of the IGP, Usman Akari Baba. According to him, the IGP should have been dismissed. After the suspended Super Cop, Abba Kyari was cited at his Usman's son's wedding 2 weeks ago. The same Abba Kyari who is being suspended is cited in the IGP's son's wedding. Yes, It's not just about Breno saying it. You saw the pictures. He shared they said he shared almost 400 pictures. We saw several of them. He was there. He was at the wedding. How can you mix these things? And it was the first time Kyari was seen in a public function since the outrage that greeted his Facebook post on August 4, 2021, amid his controversial involvement with alleged internet fraudster Hush Puppy. Nigerians were yet to come to terms with that issues of his link with Hush Puppy. The former Speaker is currently in detention right now for his alleged links with a powerful drug cartel. Brazil, Nigeria, and one of these places. Recall that the former Inspector General of Police, Tafa Balogun, was arrested by Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in Lagos, and despite resigning suddenly amid allegations of corruption during the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo. So Omokri and many Nigerians believes that those found wanting in public offices should be treated like that of the Balogun. And he's calling on Buhari to take a decisive action. He said if Buhari had any shame by now, the IGP would have been out of the job for hosting a then suspended Abba Kyari at his son's wedding 2 weeks ago. And Omokri went further to share the picture. As you can see, Balogun was in handcuffs. He was an IGP of police. Obasanjo's IGP. He said that is how to fight corruption. Not hosting a non-criminal cop at your IGP's home. Exactly 2 weeks to the day he was declared wanted by NDLEA. A man who was meant to be under suspension and who monitored. He was supposed to be monitored because his case is very crucial. He should be answering questions. But he went there freely. He was, Anyway, rounding up, we had Abba Kyari rejected food. He's on hunger strike. It's like, how can you detain a super cop, Nigerian #1 policeman with common NDLEA? Do you know my achievements? All the awards. Do you know what it means to be called a super cop? See. I arrested Evans, the kidnapper. Even though some people are beginning to say I was Evans' Oga in the business. I killed several terrorists. I carried out most stringent operations in this country successfully. I am a Fulani from northern Nigeria. And so what? Abba Kyari, and so what? If you are guilty as charged, all the awards are nonsense. If you are guilty as charged, you are just overrated. I wonder why you should even collect all of such titles and awards. You collected it because you have no conscience. If you have conscience, you will not collect all those awards. Because you know inside you and deep down that your evil supersedes your good deeds. Anyway, I will wait for you to be convicted first. I am waiting for you to be convicted. But I will allow my wonderful viewers to treat your fuck up for now. I will allow them to treat your fuck up. You are rejecting food. You want them to beg you. Please, super call. We understand your situation. We understand why you are rejecting food. You cannot die. You are still important. Important where? If Abba Kyari returns to the police force, then unless he is not guilty of all of this, Nigerians are watching. We are watching carefully. We are watching. Super cop knee, super cop no. Super cop knee, super cop knee, super cop no. I beg, come on for face, make I see Joe. Come on my face.